Caitlin Clark, much like Larry Bird, the focus of talks about race and double standards in sports. Larry Bird just dropped a bombshell about Caitlin Clark, calling her the female Larry Bird and saying she's doing for the Indiana Fever what he did for the Celtics in the ADS. And look, when Larry Bird, the golden goose of the NBA, gives you that nod, it's not just a compliment, it's a game changer. Bird sees his younger self in Clark and couldn't be prouder.
Can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
She's not just playing, she's putting the WNBA on the map in a way it's been waiting for over 30 years. Bird believes Clark's influence could rewrite the league's future, bringing it the viewership, energy, and respect it deserves with her talent and Bird's blessing. Caitlin Clark isn't just here to play, she's here to make history.
It's crazy though, just because her shot is, it's like that, it's at that level. But if you really watch, like, her floor game is as impressive, so it's kind of the total package.
Larry Bird, the legend himself, just dropped his take on Caitlin Clark, and if you've been following women's basketball, this moment was basically inevitable. Clark is tearing up the WNBA with a kind of skill and grit that echoes Bird's own days on the hardwood. It's like watching a female version of Larry Bird out there, which, let's be honest, is a huge statement. And when Bird himself starts nodding in approval, you know you're witnessing something big.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go, have fun, enjoy.
Bird sees it, I see it, and frankly, anyone with eyes can see it. Clark has that rare blend of relentless drive and unapologetic confidence that made Bird well Bird, and she's bringing it in every game. For starters, her shooting style is a thing of beauty. It's all about precision, confidence, and that unwavering belief that she's got it handled no matter where she is on the court. Clark's launch time, just under 0.4 seconds, is faster than the blink of an eye, and it's earning her comparisons to Stephen Curry too. Now, Bird was known for his accuracy, but Clark's range is something else, and Curry himself has been quick to acknowledge this.
Somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine.
But let's not reduce her game to just shooting. Bird wasn't just a shooter, he was a leader, a visionary on the court who could dish out assists and run the floor like few others. Clark, she's cut from the same cloth. Her court vision, her hustle, the way she makes her teammates look good, it's like she's got Bird's blueprint and is elevating it in her own unique way. Curry loves her shooting, sure, but he's also been vocal about her floor vision, the way she orchestrates plays and finds the open player, racking up assists left and right. Shows she's more than just a scorer, she's a game changer.
And you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark, step back three. She connects with a triple.
In terms of stats, Clark is leaving a serious mark. She's already put down one of the highest scoring rookie seasons in WNBA history, which is no small feat. And this rookie season, it's like a shot of adrenaline for the entire league. We're talking viewership spikes, full stadiums, fans showing up in droves. Caitlin Clark has taken the WNBA and flipped it upside down, just like Bird did with the NBA in his rookie days. Her numbers, her records, and her presence on the court all scream future icon, and both Bird and Curry seem to recognize that spark in her. She's just got that edge.
Tiny to Bird, behind the back to Parrott.
The hustle player.
Clark behind the back, Sonata with the finish.
Now, Bird doesn't exactly throw compliments around, but when he does, it's a big deal, and here he is basically saying Clark has the grit and hustle he's known for, along with the drive to win that's downright inspiring. Bird has always respected players who don't just show up, but bring everything they've got, who turn the game on its head and make you sit up and watch. That's Clark. Every three-pointer, every assist, every dive for the ball is like she's on a mission, and Bird sees a reflection of his own fire in that.
Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
And if you're wondering, yes, Clark's bringing in new fans left and right. People who never gave women's basketball a second look are tuning in because she's that captivating. She's changing the WNBA's viewership landscape, putting herself at the center of the sport and making headlines for all the Right reasons her energy and style are so electric that even seasoned legends like Bird and Curry are tipping their hats. Bird's admiration isn't just because she's good, it's because she's shaking things up and showing a level of competitiveness and vision that the WNBA needs right now.
We have to understand that both Caitlin, Angel, and Brink, who plays for my Sparks, they made the WNBA better. They're going to be tested by these incredible women who've been in the league for a long time.
Bird's message to Clark: ignore the noise, keep the head down, and keep doing what she does best, dominate. That's the Bird approach. Let your game do the talking. He's all too familiar with the critics who love to chatter but quickly fade away when faced with real talent. And for Clark, who's been racking up insane rookie numbers like it's no big deal, Bird's advice is gospel. She's only just begun, and already she's broken rookie records left, right, and center. We're talking over 20 points per game, double-doubles galore, and that unapologetic attitude that makes Bird nod and approval. Bird's not one for empty praise. When he says Clark is on a path to greatness, it's because she's showing that raw, relentless drive to win.
Clark, pressure all game.
Clark, a problem for Canada there. McBinley, handoff Clark, launches, and hits a three.
Clark's not just a scorer, she's a leader. She shifts momentum in an instant, and her high-scoring games are turning heads. Her average consistently 30-plus points. When she's on fire, she's the one the team looks to when the stakes are high, the one who delivers on the stat sheet when it matters.
They got it by Shelton. What a play by Bird.
That's what 6'5" would do for you. I don't have that luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the bucket. After one, it's
LeBron sees her game-changing moves and sees a bit of his own young self, knowing she's got that spark to push boundaries. And while everyone else is fixated on her jaw-dropping threes and killer court presence, he's handing her a valuable piece of advice: stay focused. LeBron knows all too well how distracting fame can get, and he's telling Clark to tune it out and just keep showing up on the court. And let's face it, with her talent, her legacy is already starting to speak volumes. LeBron's been through it, the criticism, the pressure, and he's telling Clark that if she keeps her head in the game, there's no ceiling.
And I think that he could give her great advice on how to handle these situations because he went through it himself.
And what's she doing with all this advice? Well, if her first season is any indication, Clark's taking it all in stride. She's not only leading her team, but elevating the entire WNBA, pulling in fans who never even considered watching before. Bird and LeBron are watching her soar. Not just because she's great, but because she's taking the league to a whole new level. Her presence alone is a draw. She's filling seats, driving up viewership, and making people care. The fact that Bird and LeBron, two of the biggest names in basketball history, are cheering her on, that's monumental.
Both were good outside shooters and great passers. So I see the comparison there. And it is interesting to see if she follows the career of Larry Bird, where he gets 3 MVPs in a row and 3 titles, and becomes one of the 2 most popular people in the league, at least for a 5 to 10 year.
Bird sees his younger self in her grit, his never back down attitude, and her fearlessness on the court. And LeBron, well, he knows a future icon when he sees one. He's saying Caitlin Clark could shift the WNBA in ways it's never seen before, maybe even bring in that mainstream spotlight the league's been after. So yeah, this isn't just hype. Clark's rookie season is already one for the books, and if Larry Bird and LeBron are betting on her, I'd say the WNBA is about to enter a whole new era. Clark's changing the game, and the legends are nodding in approval, telling her to go ahead and claim her throne.
She's displaying some skill, and she moving fast. It look like everybody on that court is way slower than her when she get into her stuff. I remember watching her when she was a summer going into her senior year. I was in Chicago for it, but she was always leading that. She always had the ball in her hands. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game.
Got it. Here's the 300W take, bringing your perspective to the forefront and making Clark the female Larry Bird in a way that's both direct and captivating. The playmaking, the razor-sharp passing, the no-look assists. Clark's out there running the floor like she invented it. Her passing, often hitting 10-plus assists in a single game, mirrors Bird's own style with that spot-on accuracy, and no one saw it coming. Magic.
Bird coming around. Oh, what a pass to Parrish.
What's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there were a few factors that. Well, as you mentioned earlier, Mark, Caitlin
But here's where things get really Bird's the clutch. Janan Clark shines brightest under pressure, especially when the game's on the line. Bird himself knows a thing or two about delivering in high-stakes moments, and he sees Clark doing exactly that. Her leadership transformative. She's brought a whole new energy to the Indiana Fever, just like Bird did for the Celtics in his early years. She's taking everything Bird did back in the day, the hustle, the sharp shooting, the drive to push limits, and making it her own. If Bird was the fire starter of the NBA in the 80s, Clark is the same for the WNBA today. We're talking about a player with the potential to redefine what's possible, who's setting new standards in her rookie season alone. This is just the beginning. And if Larry Bird cosign means anything, it's that Caitlin Clark is on a trajectory to become one of the greats.